Hi, Beef Boy 8. I'm giving it a moment for more people to show up as usual. So anyway, now it's exactly 7 o'clock. There are three things that I did in our save game since Thursday's stream without without progressing the storyline or anything like that. For one thing, I received another monster that you can't get any other way other than transfer. Previously, well, I should say the only other monster that's exclusive to transfer. For some reason, there are only two monsters in this whole game that you can only obtain from previous games. One of them is our giant slug that I showed off last stream. The other one is different from that. The other one isn't even like a boss or anything particularly exceptional, really. At least in most of these games, this other monster is actually quite common. But you're gonna see him as soon as I enter a battle. This is well, there's Giant Slug. There's a Bean Man in the corner down there, next to our Giant Slug. So let's see what Bean Man can do. It's just oh well, actually, we're not going to get to see what Bean Man can do because Giant Slug is going to kill everything in sight. I guess I should have realized that. Yeah, I named him Senzu. Why not? He's a bean. He's a bean man. Designed by Akira Toriyama. Let's take a look. I haven't looked at his profile yet, so let's look at that real quick. There's Mean Man. Very cowardly. Won't sleep a wink at night because it's afraid, so it easily takes naps. Just fantastic. Fantastic design. He's an edamame bean pod with eyeball, and then the two topmost beans are like Garfield eyes. It's perfect. You don't need anything. You don't need anything more in a character design formula. He's got a little spear. He's got boots and gloves. Which means that, this is a bean. Presumably there's a society of these somewhere, and they fashion weapons. Bean men they're a violent people, I guess. But anyway, the other two things I did in this game were I did some level grinding so that people wouldn't have to watch me spend hours on just that. And I also did a little bit of research on the breeding system, and I obtained more monsters that we already have. because when you breed monsters in this game, they disappear. They die or they fuse together or whatever. So I built us up a supply of some. And the breeding system in this game, it works very, very much like the Dark Prince, the newer game that I was already playing for a while. It has some little subtle differences, not all that big a deal. But we didn't really get into it in our last few streams. I didn't really show off the actual complexity of it. So to explain a bit about this game, we're gonna look again at our Flyman here, right? Goldblum the Flyman. And okay, you'll see on the right here it says skills. And it lists Seal, Attack Boost, and Graveheart. This is not a list of 3 skills. Each of these is an entire list of skills in itself, which you unlock by spending skill points as the monster levels up. So, yeah, this is a list of his current skills. On the left is Seal. So you see, we have 0 points in Seal. I have not been putting any skill points in that. And if I did, I would have unlocked these abilities on the left here, like Sphere of Silence, Gobstopper, Band Dance, Abiliterator, Blunt. These are all abilities that, if you couldn't tell, they shut down different types of enemy attacks. So on the right, you see the list that says Attack Boost. That was another one of his. That was his second skill, Attack Boost. We have 28 points in that. So that has allowed us to unlock, a +2 attack bonus, +2 hit point bonus, and another +4 attack bonus. See at the bottom there, you'll see he gets another +12 attack if we complete training in Attack Boost. And then there's Graveheart. That's the one we have been putting points in. That includes all of these nice toxic and paralyzing abilities and stuff. Spooky Aura, Burning Breath, Venomous Volley. And see, when you breed monsters in this game, you can choose any 3 skills to pass down between the parents in any combination. So, like I said, I've been collecting some extra monsters in order to show how this works. And the first thing I'm gonna demonstrate. And let's see, where is that little guy? Yeah, I did make myself some notes. So let me open my notes up. Yeah, so I gotta pick the mom first. The Dark Prince, the newer game, it actually does away with gender, and I'm still not used to having a separate list for the moms and dads. Let's see, one of my goals is to make the most annoying possible fly guy. And looking at the different like breeding trees and skill trees and stuff, I determined that has to start with this Florija. Okay, bear with me here. This is the Grandma. Florija has... Whoops, where'd you go? I don't know. Okay, Florija. Okay, this one has Princess and Agility Boost. Those are good, but that's not quite the right Florija. Here we go. This is the right one. This Florija, when I captured it, it had a third skill, Decelerate Ward. And check this out. Let's go to Decelerate Ward. Decelerate Ward. You saw Goldblum's attack boost was only giving him like +2 attack, +4 hit points. Decelerate Ward gives +16 mind points right off the bat, then +8 agility, then +16 wisdom. Keeps going from there, and it gives them some abilities. I'm not sure what they do yet. The last one is Magic Scrooge. But just those mind point and wisdom boosts are pretty nice. So that's going to be our mom, okay? And the dad has to be, out of the monsters we have, it's going to have to be a Scarfish. The sea star with like the luchador face. When you breed a Scarfish and a Florija, you can get this weird like zombie guy we don't have yet. You can get a Devipine, or you can get a Mad Mollusk. So that's what I have to create first. I have to create a Mad Mollusk, and I want to give the Mad Mollusk a Decelerate Ward. And let's look again at what Princess did. Heal, multi-heal, not bad. But we probably won't be keeping it as we breed later. And let's also give it Graveheart, the status moves and stuff. So now we have this Mad Mollusk with these 3 abilities. It doesn't matter what we name it. It's just gonna be like disintegrated when it becomes another Grandma. I guess the Florija was actually like Great Grandma, or maybe Great Great Grandma. We're actually looking at like four generations here. Let's just name it let's call it Meemaw, just so we remember. Always remember Meemaw. Oh, Meemaw is male anyway, but whatever. So monsters can only breed when they're level 10. Fortunately, that's very, very easy to do pretty quickly. Whoops. Did not mean to talk to Professor Monster again, sorry. Sorry, Professor Monster, we don't need you right now, just yet. feel like Bo-Gleech would be my Homsar from Homestar Runner. Unless Bo-Gleech is like the actual guy and I'm the Homsar. So now we got to go train up our new mollusk really quickly. That'll only take like 2 or 3 battles actually. I have found that the best place to train is the abandoned lighthouse here. So far in our save. The Wooper Troopers give a lot of experience, and sometimes there's like 3 to 4 of them. Yeah, Wooper Trooper's great. A couple people asked last stream, like, what Wooper means, if it's also used in Pokemon. And as I was explaining then, there's a Japanese axolotl, basically, like an equivalent to the axolotl native to Japan, and they call that a Woopa Roopa. I think the origin of that name, though, is actually, like, unknown. I'm not sure if people are... I'm not sure if the history of the name Woopa Roopa is really, like, clear. But the original Woopa Roopa was thought to be extinct. They only rediscovered it, like, after they knew about axolotls and started calling those Woopa Roopas or Woopers. I am mispronouncing axolotl. I know it's supposed to be pronounced completely different. It's difficult for me to do the right way without mangling it even worse. You are trying to save the world in this, and probably in most Dragon Quest games. In this one, it's because there's like a hole that needs to be plugged, or everyone dies. And right now, there's this little monster guy who's like plugging it with his ass, and he wants you to go find something else, so he doesn't have to do that anymore. But it's also like it's his fault that the plug got broken in the first place. Okay, our Mad Mollusk just got to level 10. So we're going to go back to Great Log and back to Professor Monster. And we're going to make another different monster. So, okay, so Meemaw is the dad. And okay, and what we're going to breed Meemaw with is a heel slime. And a heel slime bred with a mad mollusk can make a suckling ocker. And we're going to give our ocker the Decelerate Ward. It's called a suckling ocker. It's a cephalopod, and you know it suckles. Anyway, this ocker, yeah, this ocker is going to get the Decelerate Ward that we were talking about. Then it's gonna inherit Healer from the Heel Slime Mom, and the Heel Slime Mom also has Dancer. And check out, the first thing that Dancer teaches you is Dodgy Dance, which actually increases your evasion by 50%. It's one of the most obnoxious things in the game. So, Decelerate Ward, Healer, and Dancer. We now have an ocker that can heal. It can dodge a lot. Let's remember that by just, I don't know, let's name it Dodgy. We're gonna lose it anyway when we breed it again. Sorry, Dodgy. Dodgy the ocker. The suckling ocker. Okay, so now we have this ocker that can heal and dodge and gets a very big boost to the mind points and wisdom, which are both useful in those abilities. But now we gotta level up the ocker, like we just leveled up Meemaw. Whoops. Accidentally teleported to the desert. The opposite of the water where I wanted to go. Now we teleport back to where the lighthouse is. And we're gonna beat up some more Whoopers. More Whoopers and whoops. Well, this dog guy will probably give us good experience too. Ooh, 4 of them. Ooh. Bean Man. Bean Man could not wait to taste blood this time. Bean Man saw a flying dog and just his eyes went red. little like swimming squid motions of the Lunatics. That's really good. They took that out in the later games. They have a different animation now that doesn't it doesn't undulate like that, like a little jellyfish anymore. Just kind of floats. I don't know why they would change that. It's like a perfect animation. Okay, one more fight ought to do it. Yeah, those were some tough ticks. Okay, now we've got a level 10 Ocker. So you can go back. I guess the ticks must have been coming from somewhere where they must have like found them first. Ticks actually like a lot of blood-sucking creatures. Ticks follow the carbon dioxide in your breath. Okay, so now we're going to breed Dodgy. Dodgy's going to be the mom. And we already used a Scarfish to make the... we used a Scarfish to make Dodgy, but we need another one for our next monster. Oh no, we don't have a male Scarfish. Well, sorry, Dodgy. Dodgy's gonna have to wait till we catch another Scarfish, beefcakey Scarfish for her. We know exactly where to find them every time. There's always one getting murdered and eaten over here by an Ocker. So we can't catch that one. And if we were to catch that wild Ocker, it wouldn't have those skill trees that we wanted. Alright, so here's a Scarfish. Let's check their stats. Okay, that Scarfish is a guy. Try to scout that one with the rotten meat. The delicious treat. Failed this time, but we can give it another rotten meat. Monster's stomach is now full. This is now more likely to work. Still not guaranteed, but it did. Hang on, let's put them together. Let's put them side by side so they can get to know each other a little bit on our way back to the breeding center. Depending on his personal tastes, it's that Seastar's lucky day. There really aren't many ticks in media. They're so rare. But there's lots and lots of fleas. There are tons of flea cartoons, entire cartoons about fleas, and like there's always like there's a flea episode usually if there's a cartoon series about dogs. But you don't see a lot of cartoon ticks. Maybe ticks are like just considered like too gruesome. You know, because fleas bite you, but they don't like dig in. Yokai Watch has a tick yokai. It's my favorite thing in the franchise. Alright, so Scarfish Dad, Hawker Mom, mortal enemies in the wild, as we saw. And when you breed a suckling ocker with a Scarfish and a Echinoderm with a cephalopod, you can get a fly guy. That's how we got our original fly guy. So now, you give Decelerate, Ward, Healer, and Dancer to this fly guy. Now we have a fly that can dodge and heal and just be an absolute nuisance. Daniel in Yokai Watch only has a human face when he transforms. It's not a permanent evolution, but like in the fourth Yokai Watch game, they introduce all these yokai that can temporarily power up and turn into a bigger monster. So the rest of the time he's a little tick guy. And then sometimes he's a big, like, horrible tick guy with an old man face. And that's fine. He can do that if he wants. Let's see. Let's distinguish this new fly guy from Goldblum. Oops. There we go. For a cartoon tick with a hypostome, actually, there are giant ticks in one of the most recent Dragon Ball Z movies. I think they translated them into something like blood beetles or something. But that does mean we now know what a tick monster looks like when designed by Akira Toriyama. And I wish he had done so for Dragon Quest here. Okay, so now we have our new fly monster with this very irritating combination of abilities. Thing is, I actually already did all this yesterday. So actually we have two of these. They're a little bit different. Or I'm sorry, we have three. We have three fly guys with these irritating moves. And that's good because let me show you what else we can do. We're going to take our original fly guy, Goldblum, oh wait, I guess we only have male fly guys. So we can't do that yet, but you can fuse the same two monsters together to get just a stronger version of the same species. Yeah, but what I did want to do, and we can do, is make some entirely new monsters I noticed when I was digging around in these. So let's get one of our redundant fly guys. This one. And one of our Whoopers, one of our Whooparoopas. There are two really cool possibilities. But, yeah, you'll see it says Dark Crab, War Mantis, and Cauldron. A whole lot of monsters appear to create a War Mantis when bred with the Whooper. But of the monsters we have, only the Fly Guy and Whooper can make a Dark Crab. So let's make a Dark Crab. This was one of the ones I talked about last stream as a favorite of mine, I think. So for this one, it has its own ability it adds called Enfeebler. What does that do? So it's a whole bunch of like weakening and debuffing moves. That's pretty good. Hive Mind. Hive Mind has buffing moves, a sleep spell, and a bunch of different physical attacks with added status effects. Yeah, let's do that. And we can port over Healer from its parents as well. And now we have a Dark Crab. What should I name Dark Crab? Oh wait, yeah, it's obvious. And technically that just means cancer, like, but I mean, you know, it also means crabs, like, the animals. Gotta look at the monster book now. I know Dark Crab is zombie family. Crab monster with a skeleton shell. It shocks other crabs because it thinks it's normal. Oh no! Oh no, Dark Crab! Dark Crab once crab friends. And it doesn't know that it's a spooky skull. He doesn't know. He doesn't know anything. He doesn't even know. These little eyeballs. I really like the little eyes that are not in the eye sockets. Anyone else would have put them in the sockets. Toriyama had a more interesting idea here. We're not done. We're by far not done with this yet. Especially because we mentioned the War Mantis you can get from the Whoopers. Okay, so let's take one of our other Whooper Troopers, and yeah, almost anything you breed with an axolotl in Dragon Quest Monsters, you can make what is called a war mantis. An axolotl and a rat can have a mantis child. An axolotl and a lamp. So many possible fathers for this mantis that we're going to make. Let's think. Maybe we should pay attention to the skills that they can pass down. Quiller would a Quiller dad would make a mantis with possibly whatever Brute Road does. Let's see, what does that do? Oh, Sandstorm is a pretty good one. Eventually gets a Hatchet Man, one of the toughest physical moves. That would make sense for a mantis. What else, though? Barksman has Bounty Hunter ability. Bounty Hunter skills, what does that do? Bounty Hunter has Klepto Clobber, Material Whirl, Penny Pincher. I guess these are like oh, I see, Assassin Stab. So these are instant death moves and stealing moves. If we want to make like a Bounty Hunter War Mantis. Sandwave is another thing we could make, huh? So when a flying dog and a whooper and a salamander love each other very much, sometimes they make sand. Or no, I'm sorry, the lamp. We accidentally switched over to the lamp. Tuffy. Fat Rat has Tuffy. What is Tuffy? Sandstorm. Sultry Dance. Let's go with the Bounty Hunter skills. And there's War Mantis is a two slot monster. It's big. I didn't look at it yet. I didn't want to spoil myself. It also has the skill tree Hunter Mech. What does that do? Accelerate, Metal Slash, Hatchet Man, plus 30 agility. So Hunter Mech and Bounty Hunter, those are already pretty rad. Got a pretty rad ring to it. Yeah, there's a koala. I think it's like an axe-wielding koala with an eye patch and a cape. Okay, let's give our mantis Hunter Mech, Bounty Hunter, and Agility Boost. Oh, it gets one more. Oh, because it's a 2-slot monster, it also gets one more. Let's give it a Defense Boost. There he is. This is a name that has to be in all caps. Let's give it 3 exclamation marks for good measure. Who do we swap out for now? I have an entire list of monsters more monsters we could breed, and we probably will. But I think everyone's going to want to see our War Mantis in battle. Let's also check its War Mantis. Insect warrior that wields a golden sickle, the ultimate existence of all mantis monsters. As a matter of fact, there are 2 other mantis monsters in this game, and they're not recolors of the War Mantis. They're completely different designs. They're all wonderful too, but I'm sure you knew that. I like the exoskeleton having that color and texture like Cell from DBZ. I'm not sure what those 2 like yellow pieces are under the head, though. That's where like another 2 limbs ought to be attached, but I guess maybe it's got like vestigial remnants. One of the other mantises has pseudopupils, so don't worry. Well, it has pupils. It has like white cartoon eyes. But we can assume that they're pseudopupils. Oh yeah, let's check the stats real quick. Pretty good for level 1. But we'll quickly bring it up to at least level 10. Beat up on some more dogs. The same monster that fathered War Mantis. could be spoilers to other people. I'm familiar with like 99% of monsters in the Dragon Quest franchise. It would have been 100%, but it feels like there's always more. There's always like another one that I've overlooked. Those ants didn't stand any chance. Those were some no chance ants, as they say, as the famous phrase. Okay, now the mantis is only level 5. Grows a little slowly. Oh, in the original Dragon Quest Monsters 2, mollusks and various like tentacled creatures are considered bug type. But in this game, they did away with bug. They rolled bug and plant into just nature type. But all the gastropods they moved over to zombie type. So now it's a giant zombie slug. There goes Bean Man again. Mollusks, worms, and all kinds of other things fall under Mushi. Bean Man and his bang attack. Bean Man banging everyone in the room. Now that they're like almost level 10, let's see what War Mantis and Dark Crab are like in battle. Wow, it looks like Dark Crab is only like level 6. These might be too tough for these 3 monsters of ours. We'll see. Maybe not with Bean Man on their side. Oh, War Mantis like throws its blades like boomerangs. Oh, a Dark Crab runs sideways into battle. That's cute. But we didn't spend their skill points. When you breed monsters together, you get a whole load of skill points to spend on the baby. Let's see. I have 66 to spend on Dark Crab. What's Hocus Locust? What is that? What does that do? Let's find out. Give it a little bit of the hive mind skills. Heartbreaker's a pretty good early attack move. And let's give it... put the rest into heal, buff, and reheal. Yeah, I need to watch the rest of Mushishi. I only saw like the first few episodes. I think it was years ago too. Let's see. We'll bring War Mantis up to Oomph, which is like I think it like significantly boosts the damage you do. Let's give it a couple of its bounty hunter moves. Just a little bit in the agility boost. And the rest into the defense boost. Oh, yeah, we have a bunch we can give to bunch of stuff we can give to Boldglum too. Let's get those Mind Point and Wisdom buffs. Let's get the Dodgy Dance. And put all the rest into healing. see what kind of difference this makes. We can also see what their spellcasting animations look like. Those are always different. Aw. Yes. This is already a pretty good team, and it's not even as highly leveled as you know, most of the other wild monsters we're up against. Already got even more skill points. Someday, definitely. I was big into Oddworld when it was a new thing. The first two games were like a huge inspiration to my art style at the time. Now that we've tested out those guys, let's make some more guys. Let's see. Actually, the heal slimes seem to have a lot of good options. Let's see what we can make with a heal slime dad. Wing slime, conclave, frog face. Have to remember that one. Okay, what was that with the floor? Oh, walking stick. Oh yeah, I know that one. Cute little stick mimic grasshopper. We can make a big stingray, mating the heel slime with a chimera. What was the frog face? Ooh, frog face. Do we want an arrow frog with a horrible, like, demon face on its back? Or do we want a little, like stick bug grasshopper? Or do we want a giant manta ray? Like, those are the three I think are the coolest options. I'll make a frog face. These are two. We're breeding two very common monsters together. So we can always get more of both. Gorilla. We want a defensive or offensive frog face. Let's make a mostly like physical frog face. There he is. There's the child of a mole and a jellyfish. Now let me check something real quick. How was that character's name spelled? Okay, most of you probably don't know the cartoon short Face Like a Frog, but our frog face is a lady frog face, and the lady frog in Face Like a Frog was named Gluey, so I'm gonna go with that. Yeah, had Danny Elfman singing as a lizard. Yeah, about how you shouldn't go in the basement. I'm gonna put our slug away for now, while we work on some other monsters. Let's go right over to the monster book. Is Frogface a demon? No. Nature family? Oh right, there'll be like a little icon telling us exactly what family that is Beast Family. Huh. Frog face. A red devil frog, well then maybe it should have been Devil Family, with a scary face on its back. It's the face that's in control, not the frog. The frog's face is pretty good too. He looks pretty happy about this arrangement. Little freak. What else should we breed? Actually, we can filter. We can do a search now for child monsters we don't yet have. Where we have, if we have at least one of the parents, it'll tell us how to get them. Carnivine. Yellow Sickler. Oh, wait a minute. This is another Mantis monster, but it's not the one, either of the two I was talking about that I know are in this game. So there are 4 Mantis monsters in Dragon Quest Monsters 2. How do you get this one? Searching for combinations. We would have to breed our War Mantis with something else. Now, these are ones we can make. We can make a Crone, Sandwave. There's the Koala Knight. Drak the Vlad. Flying Flare. Oh, wait. Someone told me I will want Flying Flare first opportunity, and they didn't tell me why. They said to trust them. They said trust them, make a Flying Flare, and then I'll know what to breed it with after I make that. After I do that. Let's see. Every combination requires the lucky bag. I did catch one of those. Accidentally caught one like off stream when I was grinding. Okay, we're gonna take my friend's word for it and make a Flying Flare. Let's give it like offensive spells. Healing and White Knight. Sap material. Yeah. So there's our Flying Flare. What's that do to the default name? Flying F. You don't give a flying F. Perfect. But that means... That means there are going to be already going to be some new things under this. Oh, okay, that's it. That's why they said I needed a flying flare. If I breed, if I breed flying flare with a fly guy, I get the fly monster I like the most of all, the Beelzebuzz. Like my number one, number one goal monster in this whole game. Well, really, I do like every monster in this franchise, more or less, but you want to get all the monsters you possibly can because every single one unlocks more. Anything new that you get is going to give you more breeding options. I like lots of humanoids. Although, unfortunately for them, there are several straight up human characters who qualify as monsters in this series, as you may know. So they're just people you can not only use as monsters, but they still work in the breeding system. So sometimes you get a guy and you breed him with like a mole with a shovel or sand, and something wonderful will be born from that beautiful union, I guess. But okay, what I need to do now. Or what I need to do next is level up the flying flare until we can make Beelzebuzz. See, when I was a kid, I didn't like humanoid creatures at all. The more human they were, the more I disliked them. Now I really appreciate when something weird is otherwise human-shaped. Like, the human aspect brings out the weirdness, you know? It creates a really nice contrast. And I especially like humanoid Pokemon, actually, like Mr. Mime and whatnot, because they feel really alien, more so than, even the totally non-humanoid Pokemon. And Mr. Mime is something that is not even remotely related to us, but for some reason it's shaped like whatever it thought we look like, I guess. Mr. Mime is what Pokemon believe a human being is. And and when you think about it, all Pokemon are basically Pokemon are mimics of natural wildlife. There are hints in the Pokemon games that real animals used to exist, and they all went extinct at some point. Presumably probably because Pokemon came to exist. So Pokemon are they're something that started very crudely imitating natural organisms. Yeah, early on, in the early generations, I think this also appeared in. I think this was shown in the games and the anime. There was a statue of a Kabutops killing like a non-Pokemon fish. Like it was killing and eating this huge fish, and that was apparently like a scientific model at one of the in-universe museums. Yeah, by now they might have decided that's not canon, but I feel like the setting of Pokemon just doesn't work if there were never like any animals like our world. Bona Constrictor. How do we make a Bona Constrictor? Out of Bean Man. Well, I'm not getting rid of Bean Man. Dragoof. How do you make a Dragoof? Aquarella and Biguana, or Aquarella and Cobra King. Hyper Hydra. Ooh, Mudslinger. I remember this monster from the original game. Oh, but they all use every combination uses Tropic Gel. I don't want to get rid of our Tropic Gel yet either. But I do like this weird like little mud guy thing. I'll have to remember that. Anchor Man. It's an anchor. Also uses Tropic Gel. Maybe I just need to make another Tropic Gel. Work. Flygon. Dingaling. What makes a Dingaling? Model Slime and Damselfly can give birth to a Bell. Night Emperor. Pump-Waste Drag Racer. But we have a lot of options. Fright Bait, Skeleton Fish, Killer Gila. This was just called like something like the Poison in the original game, or the original game's translation. Wonder why they went with Killer Gila. I feel like they thought maybe that rhymed, like maybe they thought it was pronounced like Killer Gila, but it doesn't rhyme. Sea Urchin. I have one of these in the Dark Prince. Winky. Ooh, a Ragged Reaper. What makes that? Wax Murderer and Feral Ball. Ooh, Muddy Hand. What makes that? I wanted one of those. Slime and Cheeky Tiki. Cheeky Tiki was my least favorite of the monsters we've seen, but I guess I need to get a couple of those. Let me type this down. Make a note. Cheeky Tiki and Slime to make the Ragged Reaper. Guardvark! I love this little guy. I have one in the other game too. Cheeky Tiki and Mad Mollusk to make the Guardvark. Didn't realize those horrible tiki head things were going to be so valuable. What was the one I saw up here that I liked a lot too? We'll get to it eventually. Headhunter. Oh, that's right. It was Muddy Hand. Muddy Hand that you made with the tiki and the slime. Reaper was the one you made with Wax Murderer and Feral Ball. Can you hear me typing? I type kind of hard. Bad Apple? Oh hey, it's Droll Drone, and it's highlighted. That's another one of my my top favorites. Apparently we can make that with oh, we can make it with a few things out of Lunatic. Okay. We can combine Damselfly and Lunatic, or we can combine the Lunatic and Cobra King. Oh, we have all kinds of things that can make a Droll. Heal Slime and Lunatic. I don't know how I overlooked that. There's like 10 different combinations we have. Oh, Evil Seed! We can make this, apparently. From what? Feral Ball and Snow Mangler. Those are easy to get, and we have them already. Nothing like difficult to replace. Or we can use Feral Ball and Model Slime. Yeah, let's make an Evil Seed. It can also get Hunter Mech for some reason. Plus Windblower. Curse Ward. Curse Ward builds up to steady recovery. So like a constant regeneration. That's pretty cool. Yeah, let's go with that. And it's a seed. It needs to, of course it's gonna regenerate. What did Hunter Mech give again? Accelerate Metal Slash. Oof. Kraken Sizz. That's ice and fire magic, I think. Or no, ice and lightning. Yeah, why not? So if we give it offensive spells, we're gonna want wisdom boosting. Aw. Just a little guy. An evil little guy. Oh yeah, I knew all about that. I just know it's not like it's not currently canon. Yeah, he was in charge of the manga and anime. He also originally planned for the anime, he was going to have Pokemon actually rise up and rebel against humanity. He felt that Pokemon really don't enjoy being, trapped in Pokeballs and trained for battle. They went back. They went back on that pretty strongly once he left. He had this concept where Meowth was going to be like the ambassador between the human side and Pokemon side of a global war. I still would love to see like the world where the cultural landscape where he remained in charge. It'd be a very, very different franchise. Let me look something up real quick. I'm looking up... Okay. The name for our evil seed needs to be... There won't be enough characters, but... Dioscoridae is the group containing what's called an air potato. Air potatoes are very, very invasive creeping vines, and they grow these things that look like very much like a little potato hanging off the vine. It's kind of like warty and kind of like actually more like a little boulder or a rock. And yeah, it kind of looks like Evil Seed. Oh, Boring Bug. Another of my favorites. Where does that come from? Oh, another thing we could have made with the Lucky Bag, apparently. I think we made a good choice, though. Growl Bear. It's just like a D&D owl bear. What makes that? Ooh, we would have to spend our giant slug to make an owl bear. Literally just called Owl Bear in the first Dragon Quest Monsters 2 localization. I think it's also just called Owl Bear in Japanese. Yeah, I feel like they shouldn't be able to copyright that name. Like it's literally just like it's an owl crossed with a bear. What like I feel like calling that an owl bear ought to be like automatically public domain. Oh yeah, I was gonna make that droll drone before we're done. Where was the droll drone? Oh wait, I'm gonna want to pick the exact parents for that one because I do have some lunatics I don't want to get rid of yet. Alright, so let's see. What would be the best mom for a droll drone? I don't know if I want to use up Gohan. Gohan the lizard. Currently, we just have two things we can use. The model slime or the cobra. What's Cursator? Spike attack, Donqua. Oh, yeah, a bunch of like curses and stuff. Yeah, let's go with the Cobra Mom. Crusader. Saplord. Good defense and mind points. Saplord. There's Nightmare again. Drain Magic, Sleep Sock, Sweet Breath. Yeah, let's give Nightmare, Crusader, and and the wisdom boost. I think you need high wisdom to effectively use like status spells, like curse type stuff. Also little. Yeah, just drool the droll. First droll in this game. Alright, let's go level up some of these. Our devil collection is at 2%. Our zombie collection is at 5%. Oh yeah, we want to catch some more feral balls for another one of those breeding combos. Ooh, this is a really good team. These three. Oh yeah, I forgot to look at the monster book. Whoops. Nature family. I think that's where the evil seed would be, maybe. No. Well, there's Flying Flare. Devil with Blood of the Demon Lord, a sadist that brings pain with its sword and whip. Actually, looks exactly like Firebrand from Ghosts and Goblins, also from Demon's Crest or Demon's Quest, as it's sometimes called. Demon's Crest was like the coolest game on the entire SNES, like by far. Oh, Evil Seed is zombie family. Devil Seed with an eye and creepy tentacles. Perhaps it will grow up to be a Hyper Hydra. Yeah, it's another one of the monsters that I want to get. Aww, little guy. Such like a sweet innocent expression when it's just a round eyeball. Like just something about just like one eyeball with no like eyelid or any other features, just automatically just adorable. But apparently we are not to be fooled. Apparently there's a very, very evil being we're looking at. Droll is so tiny. Weird-shaped monster that likes tight places. When it rains, it likes to come out to play. Aww. Let's go back to where we know we can farm the best XP. We did not yet catch a pause, but I'm going to try doing so in a moment. We bred a bunch of new monsters, and they're pretty good. This is we've had this team like only for a little bit, and it's pretty strong. One of these archer demon dogs was the father of our giant mantis here. And now his son has betrayed his people. Our war mantis has forgotten its roots. Yeah, I love the Drolls. They're like, yeah, it's like they got like a snail shell for a head. Snail shell for a head, and then the rest is just like layers of mollusk, just flat flaps of mollusk. Toriyama is a genius. Is currently a genius. Nothing bad has happened. I'm sure he's watching this right now, and he's gonna subscribe. Just you watch. Watching this now, and when every time our Bean Man kills again, he says, "That's my boy, that's my son." Of all of the characters, thousands of characters he's created, it's the Bean Man, of course, that Toriyama considers his true flesh and blood, his child, his successor to his throne. Yeah, I have a couple of these lunatics as well that I'm training. Ooh, more skill points. More skill points for Zorak. I can't do Zorak's voice, it'll kill my throat. But you know what Zorak's voice sounds like. Ran right past me. Just like an axolotl. Stylized axolotl. They probably came up with it around the rhyme, because I think it's still called Whooper Trooper in the Japanese as well. You know, like a Koopa Troopa, which would imply the existence of a Wooper Paratrooper. See, how's our levels looking? 9, 10. Flying F is still only level 7. Gotta beat up some more Woopers. You know, I keep assuming like the smaller monsters are smaller than. Yeah, I was just gonna point that out. We are like half the height of Bean Man. Bean Man looks like he would be a little guy. But judging by our size in relation to human NPCs, I think Bean Man is at least like 5 or 6 feet tall. I mean, we're a little kid, but we're still like gotta be like almost 3 feet, I would think. I feel like 3 of us like stacked on top is the height of Bean Man from the looks of it. Oh yeah, we gotta spend some skill points too on these new guys. Gluey the Frog. Let's bring Gluey up to Blinding Blow. Let's give our frog the ability to blind people. There we go. Yeah, it's too bad there's only like one battle theme in like the entire franchise. I've thought of putting like other music on, but I think that'd be like overcomplicating things. I don't know. I've always been very neutral on Pokemon's soundtrack. Like, it's always new. I appreciate that. But unfortunately, most of the songs in Pokemon games are kind of forgettable to me. There's there's nostalgia factor for the first one, but it's like they're not very not all that exciting as far as game music goes. They're all right. I'd say I'm pretty neutral on this soundtrack as well, though. The standard Dragon Quest soundtrack is very basic RPG music. Alright, let's boost up our evil seed. Give it some. Already has. Yeah, let's bring it up to Lightning Slash. Frost Slash and Lightning Slash. Yeah, every Pokemon game has like a couple of tracks that I find kind of memorable. But all the basic battle themes and stuff kind of blend together for me. When it comes to monster catching RPGs, the best soundtrack of the genre is any Yokai Watch game, really. Yokai Watch music I could really listen to on its own, I think. There was a teaser late last year for some kind of new some kind of new Yokai Watch related product, or maybe it's like a spiritual successor. I think some kind of new yokai thing by the same creators. Almost level 10 on that guy. One more fight ought to do it. I like how many jokes in the Yokai Watch anime were about the kid being boring. Like, the yokai themselves were like, wow, this kid has all the personality of a wet paper towel. Persona is kind of a monster battler. I mean, it heavily involves collecting and recruiting monsters. Even if they're supposed to be like battling through the humans. Yep. Yeah, he is level 10. Our little devil guy is all grown up. And now he can breed. I don't know. The character drama in Persona is actually kind of fun. Like, in the vast majority of JRPGs, I never really get that into the storyline. It's always like, it often feels like so basic. Basic, like, you know, fantasy goings on. But the character interactions in Persona are like, some of them are like engaging enough that they become almost more entertaining than the main, the main like supernatural, paranormal side of it. At least from what I've seen. I've only seen like 2 of the Persona games. Okay, I'm pretty excited for what we're about to do here. Almost feels like I should have saved it for the main like Thursday streams, but it's all the same. A stream is a stream. Beelzebuzz has the traits are Standard Body, Critical Massacre, and Berserker. Huh. I don't think I'm not gonna use my healer fly to turn into that. Let's find our, yeah, let's upgrade Goldblum into a Beelzebuzz. Possibly. I have to think about this. Yeah. So let's see. Oh, those are the traits, not the skills. I don't know what those traits do. Its main ability is Martyr. Double edge slash, body slam, blow back. Oh, like strong abilities with like damage recoil. Actually, maybe I will. I will make Beelzebuzz irritating little healer. Let's keep that stuff. Decelerate Ward, Healer, and Dancer. Although, hang on, let me look at Martyr one more time. What is Possessed Polka at the end there? I'm gonna look that up. Dragon Quest Possessed Polka. That doesn't come up, so it's some kind of odd translation. I'll just look up the Martyr skill. Hmm. Oh, it's something pretty rare that we should probably keep. Let's see. Oh. Okay, so, Possessed Polka in the Martyr skill tree is known as Kerplunk in other games. Possessed Polka sacrifices the user to resurrect any dead party members. So we could make a fly, a Beelzebuz that can bring back dead guys, but we would have to scrap one of these others. That's a tough decision, I would say. Healer is pretty important. Dancer gives us the evasion. Decelerate gives us all those extra mind points and wisdom. All that stuff. Wisdom, agility. We also won't really have access to Martyr to the end of it for quite a while. But it is tempting. Yeah, let's keep what we got. Or, dang, this is a tough choice. Yeah, I guess let's do let's scrap the dodging and just keep all the healing. You don't really need to dodge when you can keep regenerating yourself. Bug type is an element in Pokemon because Pokemon draws its primary inspiration from kaiju movies and tokusatsu series such as Ultraman, Super Sentai, and Kamen Rider. And in many series, such as especially Kamen Rider, insects already have like their own kind of like magical energy or spirits. You know, like Kamen Rider is like a bug-powered superhero. So are some others, like whatever that series was that was translated as Beetleborgs. And that is basically it. It's the concept of like there being a bug energy. The real reason, though, is that it's cool. I'm glad that they have. I'm glad that Bug is a type. That does seem to be how Pokemon works. There's just like even the poison type Pokemon are using some kind of like poison energy, and then like rock Pokemon have a rock energy. It's kind of an abstract force. What was it we could make with the Feral Ball? What was that again? I think the Pokemon elemental energies aren't. Yeah, they aren't meant to be any literal real energy. It's pretty much just magic. Kind of like some kind of like weird like radiation stuff or something. Though I feel like even though it's like unspoken, there's kind of like a metaphysical aspect to the Pokemon setting. Like it's a little hinted about, kind of, but I think Pokemon and everything about how they work is kind of like born out of like imagination or like powered by human belief, kind of. Like Rattata exists out of the like platonic concept of a rat, basically. Let's catch some more of these these feral balls, as they're called. There are a couple good breeding combinations you can get with these guys that I noticed when we were scrolling down the list. So now we have both a male and a female feral ball, so we can make like any of their combinations that we want. Save our game again. Whoops. Meant to check our monster book before I forget again for Beelzebuzz. Fly Guy is considered a zombie, so possibly, yeah. So is Beelzebuzz. The Lord of the Flies. Its love of dead dragon meat is so strong it can track it from afar. Hmm. It's definitely definitely almost anticlimactic how easily I got this, because I mean, it's not really one of the rarest or toughest monsters in the game, like by far, it's really not, but this was immediately my favorite one when I saw the strategy guide for the first game in 2001. And this is the first time I have played a game that had this monster in it, so that's 23 years I've waited for this moment of having this monster in a video game. Just like that, huh? If only, I think I say this at least once per stream, if only you could have one follow you around in the overworld. It's got one more extra Pharaoh Ball. Harder to do now that we already have a couple. Your odds are reduced the more you already have that monster. Terapagos is pretty nicely designed. The larger form, the big turtle form. Unfortunately, I find like the little baby Terapagos like not very good looking as a Pokemon. Oh yeah, I also needed to scout a bunch of those tiki things. Exploration mode. Yes. Those were in here, in this little like bonus world. Some Pokemon look all right with the plasticiness. I mainly judge for like overall how aesthetically nice they look, and they're how appealing their personality looks, their visual personality. I don't know. Baby Terapagos feels like half unfinished, kind of half baked. These little guys are just level 1. We don't even need the war mantis and everything. Just put some of our new guys up front. And now we can get a good look at our new guys. Oh, I like how the evil seed like catapult like slingshots itself with two of its tentacles. There's some meat. Let's get one more of those things, at least. Pecharunt is decent. It's a good concept. I feel like the design could have been a little better. I'll get to it though. I mean, I have the goal of reviewing every single Pokemon in existence, and I've already written most of the remaining reviews. I'm just like deliberately spacing them out. Ugh, now we have to watch these awful things slam into us 4 times in a row. Yeah, on second thought, let's put our Bean Man and Crab back out. I kind of want to see the spell animations on this guy. Oh, he's not going to get a chance. Yeah, he was good. I like the little baby fly he turned back into in the or no, that he was in the beginning. Alright, we have 3 of these wretched things now. We just gotta level them up, and then we can breed them. I just really like the word wretched. We have so many Scarfish. Just momentarily put these two and get our Mantis back out. Grab one of these Feral Balls. Oh yeah, we don't have the candle anymore. We bred that with something else. We'll have to get another one of those at some point. Speed things up. Double speed. Should have done that a while ago. probably head off like in 20 minutes. It's like 9. It's 9:36 here. I'll probably like leave at like 10. But if we have time, I might try entering the monster arena again with our new guys. A nice thing about this game, though, is that the monsters you leave in storage also at least slowly gain levels. These guys grow pretty fast. Already level 8. I have several lunatics. Of course, I caught more than one and I bred more than one. And we did have 3 whoopers. I bred 2 of them to make 2 of the monsters we have now. Oh, these are... Oh. 1 is still level 9. That's fine. There was something interesting with Feral Ball and Cheeky Tiki. Oh yeah, it was Guardvark. Guardvark, Muddy Hand, and a Ragged Reaper are all things you can get with a Cheeky Tiki and a Feral Ball. So that's why I wanted multiple of each. But what do we want to make first? You can also make the Muddy Hand if you cross the Tiki with a slime. And those are even easier to get, so... Yeah, let's make the Reaper first. The Ragged Reaper has Diminisher. Yeah, let's keep that. Trickster. Looks like Diminisher and Trickster have a lot of crossover anyway. Windblower, Wind Magic, sure. And third one, let's do attack boost. There's our little Ragged Reaper. It's a girl Ragged. It's a girl bag with a scythe. Yeah, why not? We'll take another Feral Ball, another Tiki, and let's make a Guardvark. Guardvark also has Hunter Mech. Okay. Why not? Let's do Trickster and Defense Boost. I love this thing. It's just a... whatever that is with a skull. Sometimes it gets translated as like a kangaroo, other times as like an aardvark. Like in this case, where it's the Guardvark. Yeah, I like that. I'm gonna name it Skulg. Perfect. Oh wait, we do have the candle. We have Candlejack. This might not have the right monster to mate it with. Oh, it was checked my notes again. The candle and a Feral Ball could have also made the Ragged Reaper. So we didn't need to use up our Candlejack. Let's get our monster book. Beast family should be... There's the Guardvark. Demon World Aardvark that collects skulls. Skilled scouts can snatch its skull. Aw. Okay, this has a brand new model and animation in Dark Prince that's like absolutely fantastic, honestly. So this model is kind of like dated, but I really like it anyway. I like how odd it looks. So this is a creature I would call wretched as a compliment. If anything is wretched in a positive way, it is this thing so proudly carrying the remains of a human head. Just fat, lumpy. I don't even know. Thing. It's a thing. Material family. That should be where... Yeah, there's the Ragged Reaper. An angry, evil scarecrow forgotten in its field. Those who dump manure fall to its scythe. I mean, isn't that... like... good for the crop? Wasn't that a good thing? Someone needs to teach like some basic agricultural principles to Ragged Reaper. Yeah, horses are another animal that is charmingly wretched. And so are all birds. All birds are to some degree wretched in a very, very endearing way. Just screeching, scrabbling, doll-eyed air dinosaurs. They're wonderful wretches. And that's one of the things I love about them. By far one of the most delightful birds of all, I think, is the is it the like greater skua, or is there just the one kind of skua? It's the skua whose like diet is like half of its diet is the vomit of other birds, which it primarily obtains by terrorizing them. That's evolution. That's evolution at its very finest, in my opinion. Okay, now I remember what I want to do. Oh, we can't go back. Oh, it needs time to recharge. So we can't yet get another Tiki guy. But I do want to get some basic slimes. We don't have all that many. We have one. But he's the one that lives on our farm named Slush. And I don't know. It feels wrong to like breed and dissolve like an NPC slime, you know. Well, you say it disproves intelligent design, but to be fair, if I were a god, I would probably have also made the skua exactly that way. I'd probably have made like several more of them, each more wretched than the last. I'd have flooded this foolish world with only the foulest of birds. I feel like there should have been a bird that like. Okay, there is a poisonous bird, at least one, at least a couple, I think. Yeah, there's a couple of poisonous birds known to man. I feel like this planet dropped the ball by not having any venomous birds. In particular, I think there should be a bird that can spray venom, like a spitting cobra. I think it should be possible for a bird to just swoop down and just squirt venom like just directly into your eyes in the middle of like the parking lot, just wherever. And people are harsh on some birds. People are mean about pigeons and seagulls, and I feel like they should be more grateful that I wasn't in charge of birds. They think seagulls are a problem. The birds I would unleash would be unspeakable. Okay, the slimes are back. Oh, you're thinking of the Hoatzin. The Hoatzin has the claws when it's a little baby, and wait, let me fact check myself really quickly in case I confused this. I used to hear that the Hoatzin was poisonous, but apparently it just tastes really, really bad. But it probably tastes bad because it eats poisonous things, apparently. It eats a lot of toxic plant matter. Oh, there's a character down there. One of those bunny ladies is down there. Oh wait. I think that's the same one that like killed us in the desert. Yeah, she's one of those traveling monster trainers, and they're like really high level. I don't think we can beat those yet. Failed to scout a level 1 slime. Canonically, scouting means that you're showing the monster like how cool and powerful you are. You're convincing them to join your team by like trying to like impress them. So this level 1 slime like took like extra persuasion. Like it was not at all impressed. Kind of humbling, I guess. I eased into streaming pretty slowly. It's like early last year, I think. I streamed for the first time, and that was just streaming. Like I read some Dungeons and Dragons monster books. Then I streamed some Scarlet Hollow, which I still need to go back to. I still haven't finished. I didn't yet stream the third chapter, I don't think. And another chapter is coming out pretty soon. Oh, this slime... This slime is unimpressed as well. This level 1 slime is too good for us, apparently. But not after we show it how much putrid, rotten, poisonous meat we have on us. Which has poisoned it. That's what the little purple bubbles mean. After giving it food poisoning, it's fully on board. She wasn't wowed at first, but we offer a whole full salmonella package to our employees. Good night, Zadocto, if I pronounced that correctly. Saved a little bit ago. I guess I should save more frequently. Now we can go back here. I guess the obvious choice would just be a little, like, literal little leech. Maybe I would go with like a brain, though, like a brain in a little jar, if no one's done that before. Because when I was a kid, I always said that's what I wanted to be when I grew up. I wanted to be just a brain. You know, like just like Krang or like any of those like disembodied brain villains. I thought that was like the very coolest. I thought that was aesthetically the coolest character design there was for quite a while. I still like it. It's just it's no longer my top favorite thing. It's among them though. I would say it's still among my top favorite things. And I know it's what my childhood self would have demanded. cool meat. Smoked meat. Oh, you got one of the rare meats. You know, I'm not sure what the very first disembodied brain was in media. That would be an interesting deep dive. The history of brain guys, brain monsters. Oh, the brain that wouldn't die, as just mentioned by Onibro. That was that was before video games existed. That was I think a 1950s horror movie, and that was in turn based on a short story. Oh, 1962 movie. And in the 50s, there were a whole bunch of like brain creature aliens in a bunch of science fiction movies. And the 50s was also my very favorite brain monster in anything, the Fiend Without a Face. But I don't think those were the first brain entities in anything either. See, when did we officially when did like mainstream Western science officially recognize that the brain is like your your consciousness organ? Because for a long time, people like actually had no idea. At least in like England and a lot of cultures famously thought the brain was like completely useless. They had no idea what it did. They figured it was like the first part you'd want to throw away. So the idea of like a person being reduced to just a brain can't really go back that far. Good night, Tapewormy. I'll probably be wrapping this up pretty soon. I originally said I would like at 10 o'clock. It's 10:07 now, but there's one more monster I want to make. Yeah, definitely the first brain creatures had to show up in like yeah, like early pulp science fiction. Oh yeah, it has the little it has like the same little antennas, and the head is shaped just like the brain. Maybe that's another reason I like it so much. I don't think I'm not sure if it's available in this game, sadly. But there's a stronger color variant on the Lunatic that I really like. It's in really like radioactive colors, like really intense green. I think it often gets translated as like the Raving Lunatic, or maybe that's like the red and purple version. As I mentioned in one of the streams, though, the Japanese name for it is basically just eyeball. Yeah, we're one little ass kid. We are small as hell. I'm gonna try to stream this game at least weekly for a while. Although I do have a trip for like the last week of this month until the beginning of next month. Or no, like next to the last week. Like from the 20th to the 4th, I'm going to be in Maryland visiting my family, for the family that I have there for the first time in 8 or 9 years, which was not at all intentional. I actually would have visited every single year if I could have. But there's stuff like money, and then there was stuff like global pandemics. Plus 30 agility now on the Mantis. It's like always going to go first. Yeah, the global panini. When everybody in the world was able to enjoy the same delicious panini. I'm glad that happened and not like some other thing. Would have sucked if like something different happened. What are these ants doing over here? Oh, oh no. Oh no, little ants are... They're like exercising. And they don't even mind us being here. Whoops. I didn't mean to run directly into the poor little ant. Oh, it says the little ants can't stop dancing. Let's leave them be. I don't want to beat up the dancing ants. Yeah, the dance. Dancing ants. Ants in the dance. I actually thought this would be a shorter stream, kinda, than the ones I was usually doing. But no, it seems I can't really play this game less than 3 hours at a time. Let's see, what all can we make out of the tiki is... Just had to check. We can use the Florajays to make muddy hands. Let's do it. Materialist. Let's give the muddy hand the princess skill. Let's make this muddy hand a princess. And how about trickster? Princess Muddy Hand. If only we had enough characters for it. The first Florajay we ever caught we named Princess. We don't have that one anymore. We used it for breeding. Let's reuse that for Princess Muddy Hand. But we also actually, we're gonna want to make a second one of those because of something else someone tipped me off to in this game. So we want to make 2 muddy hands. Oh, big chicken. But now, kind of make our 2 muddy hands. Let's give this one the other ability is. This one is not a princess. This one is just a normal muddy Muddy Ha. Let's also check our little filter here again, see what else we can make. Especially now that we have Muddy Hands. I really like that name for a monster, Muddy Hand. King Mottle Slime. Wow, Sandwave is huge. Sandwave is like three slots, like the slug. These eyeball monsters are like also like top of my list, but I don't want to make every monster I want like right off the bat. I do want to save some for later. What did you make with Anchorman again? Or how did you make Anchorman? Tropic Gel and Tiki. I see. Write that down. Really gotta farm a lot of those damn tikis, I guess. What was the Mudslinger again? Tropic Gel and Scarfish. Having my secretary my secretary take a note for me. Marrow Escape is the name of this skeleton. Oh, the Rot Raven! I remember this one in the old game. Oh, you make that with the Droll and the Poliwag. Gnardragon. Now this seems like a lot of monsters we can make, but once again, this game has almost 800 distinct monsters. So we're just now like getting barely into the selection. I think I'm going to do one last thing before I call it a night, and that is I am going to train the Muddy Hands, bring them up to level 10. You know, the breeding age. Nice that we wound up with exactly 2 of them. Wait, no, that wasn't what I was going to do. My ADHD got me. first of all, we have to look at their entry. I think they're the material family. Yep. Muddy Hand. Mud monster that only shows its hand. Some saw it even play mud, paper, scissors. That's great. A nice looking model with the little the drips dangling off the fingers. That had to be pretty hard to like model and animate, honestly. But now, what I wanted to do before we leave was try out the Monster Arena just one more time for now. Oh, we can't. We can't until we've quested more. I've been thwarted. Well, just for that, I am gonna make let's see. Gonna make another Muddy Hand. That'll show him. Fire Breath Ward. Yeah. Now who's laughing? Another female Muddy Hand. We need a male Muddy Hand for a purpose, a breeding purpose later. Let's breed another couple of new things and then I'll go to bed. Let's see. Child filter, don't have. Parental filter, currently have. Apply filters. See how many ridiculous things I can make in just a few final minutes. I don't want to use War Mantis to make this thing. What can make Walking Stick that we... Lunatic and Scarfish. What made the Rot Raven again? Draw. I don't want to use our first and only draw. what made Flython? Oh, a few things. Mostly the Biguana. Oh, or the Ocker and the Damselfly. Those are easy to get. We can replace those. Let's make a Flython. It gets to keep all of these. It gets to be a princess too, a dancing princess. Flython with bad breath. What else? What else shall I make? It's almost 10:30 at night here. 1:30 for some people. Sandwave. What made the Sandwave again? Aquarella and Whooper Trooper. Anemon. What made Anemon? Aquarella and Lunatic. Cauldron. Little octopus child. Comes from... mostly comes from Fly Guy. Batterfly. Like a cartoon dog head with wings. It comes from an Ocker and a Feral Ball. Okay. We got access to plenty of those. Ooh, Toxifier. Windblower. We'll give it the dance. It's a butterfly. It should have Dancer. Beautiful. Butterfly. Still a lot of good choices. I like that big apple with the mouth. Little slime and frog face. It uses up a lot of ones I don't wanna give up just yet. Bagworm. Likewise. Fat Rat and Chimera make the Killer Gila. Yeah. It's Tuffy. Oh yeah, I remember it now. Cleanser? Heal Squelch. I see. Curse Ward. Oh yeah, I've included the steady recovery. No. Killer G. Can't stop breeding. Let's bone a Constrictor again. Yeah, I don't want to use Bean Man. Damned Ram is a funny name for a monster. Dragu, Fockerilla. Nah. Let's just make like one more new monster. One more before I log off. Who should it be? Walking Stick, finally? Lunatic and Scarfish. Yeah, alright. Hive Mind, Nightmare and Graveheart. Yeah, nightmarish walking stick. Look at that. Look at that nightmare. Walking is the name that fits in the character limit. Alright, I said that was just one last monster. I'm gonna stick by that. And now we will catch up with the monster book, and I will save the game. And I will then leave. I'll get the heck out of here. Killer Gila. Large poisonous lizard with glistening scales. Secretly longs to take a bubble slime bath. That's adorable. Look at his fat little legs. Flython. A large insect with huge gills. I think this was translated a bit oddly. A large insect with huge gills, seen to swim the seas on full moons using its gills as fins. It's a beautiful design, anyway. Dark blue snake, big weird, like, cobra frill wings. I like its little viper head. Nature Family. Walking Stick. A wild and crazy grasshopper monster. So much that it'll hurt itself when caught. Aww. Oh, lovable animation. You just can't stop bouncing. Its head is lifted directly from a stick mimic grasshopper. Butterfly. Why is this the basic like butterfly monster in Dragon Quest? Why is it like a cartoon, like a Looney Tunes bulldog head with butterfly wings? It says a butterfly with a human face. No, no, it is not. That is not a human face. The folks really regret that it looks like them. I guess I also would. If it looked like me, I'd have other problems. I think we have read over the course of our different streams. We have now read all of these entries. Just making sure. Okay, I am finally done. Our Dragon Collection is at whopping 5%. There's a lot of monsters in this game. There are so many. I'm gonna save. Anyone who was still left in the chat has fallen asleep, clearly. So I guess I oughta as well. Alright, saved the game and I saved state in the emulator. Am I allowed to say in the emulator on Twitch? Anyone who wants to play this game, it is, like I said, it's easy to find now. You really just, all you have to do is Google Dragon Quest Iru and Luca, or what do they call it? What was the translation? Oh, Kobe and Terra. Dragon Quest Kobe and Terra. English translation should bring up... Yeah, should bring up a lot of stuff about the thing you can download to play this game perfectly, 100% legally, of course, obviously. Not really. That's impossible. They never left Japan, and it's like 10 years old. 13, no, it's 14 years old. This is a 14-year-old game, I think. It's only fully playable in English as of like a year ago. But there's multiple ways to get it, and depending on how you play it, you can still connect to other players and trade monsters and battle and all that stuff. So I highly suggest doing that. Also, like, I'm supposed to say that you should subscribe to my channel, because I'm going to keep using it. And you should check out, like, my website and everything, because I'm also going to start reviewing the monsters from this game, like, by tomorrow. I'm finishing up the first article. So now I'm going to go to bed.